What's up, guys? My name is Brad and this is the Millennial's Guide to Real Estate. Today I'm joined with a buddy of mine, Ivan Chorney, who has been a realtor here in Miami for over 13 years, and he's here to give you some advice on how the hell do you do this thing? How do you get started in real estate? What are some of the biggest tips? How do you find a broker? So Ivan, thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Great to be with
you. You got it. Happy to have you. So tell us your story. 13 years ago, why did you get into real estate, and what have you learned since then?
Well, so I actually came to Miami modeling.
Yeah, you could tell, all right? Look at his face. See him without a shirt, and then you'll really see.
All right, let's I came here modeling and started to invest in real estate. I actually bought my first place in Tampa.
Okay,
and,
nice.
and then realized I really had like a fascination with like the artistic elements of architecture, and I like business and I like making money. So thought I would get my license, and it's a little, you know, okay, I'll just get my license, but there's a real process involved with that. And so I had to, you know, study, I had to figure out where I was going to take the test, et cetera, et cetera. But once I got my license, I had to figure out what brokerage I was going to. And, you know, like many other models, I was doing a lot of side jobs.
Yeah.
One of them was bartending, and I happened to be bartending for this event staff, like catering company.
Yeah. Very common in the big cities. All these chic events with model waiters handing out little sushi rolls and foie gras, things like that.
So this party happened to be at what was the former Canyon Ranch. So it was a real estate development up on like 65th and Collins, and it was really like one of the hottest parties in town at the time. It was kind of like a relaunch that this brokerage was having. It was Majestic Properties at the time. So I was bartending, and I'm just like looking at these guys, and I'm like, man, these guys are cool. I'm like,
what was so cool about them? I mean, what, they were dressed good, they were down to earth?
Yeah, they were dressed good, they were sharp, they were personable, like they were all having a good time, and I just like, I'm just like watching everything, and I'm like, this is where I want to be. I want to be with these guys.
So you felt comfortable in that surrounding, like that was the vibe you wanted to be around.
Yeah, I mean, that was like exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for like the hippest group in town, you know? Not necessarily like the biggest name, like I didn't have to go to Coldwell Banker. I just wanted to be with the cool guys.
Okay. So pretty much the worst reasons possible. You wanted to be in the it crowd.
Well, you could say if you're looking at that from the outside, maybe it's not, you know, the best reason to join a certain brokerage, but it worked out amazingly for me. So, you know, I spoke to the broker at that party, and I said, I just got my license. Can I join you guys? And said sure, of course, because brokers always take it.
There's no
almost everybody.
Yeah, there's really, unless you have bad character or you're going to tarnish the name somehow, there's really no downfall for a broker not to take you on, because they're just going to give you another stream of revenue, and unless they're going to invest a lot of time teaching you, it's really just a bonus for them.
Exactly. So they brought me on and put me in an office. It was in Sunset Harbor at the time, and I literally was like, what the hell do I do now?
and that's a common point is, look, you've studied for the exam, you've passed, congratulations, you have a broker, but now what? Because now you can go in so many different fields. There's a million ways to market yourself. Do I do this angle, that angle?
Right.
How do people find, and how did you find your niche and build momentum from there?
Right. So going back to the Canyon Ranch party, I had determined that I really wanted to sell new construction projects. You know, so when a new building was being sold, either, you know, on paper, on plan,
pre-sold,
the pre-sale, I wanted to do that. I wanted to be on a team. I was always a team guy. Played college sports, so I wanted to be on a team, and I wanted to learn that way, but by being given a chunk of inventory to sell. You know, so that's a real privilege to come into the business and be handed a bunch of inventory and then say, okay, come to me, I've got it.
So for a new realtor, is that a great angle, because you don't have to prove yourself yet? Just because you don't have to earn that listing from someone that says, why should I give you my listing when you haven't done anything yet? You have a name of a broker that might be reputable, but what have you done? And then now new construction, you're given something with just a, you know, if you sell it, you make a commission. If you don't, you don't. But
yeah. So that was exactly my thinking, and at the time it was a little easier to be green and get on a new construction project than it is today. Today it's a little bit more of a coveted position, and even some of the top producers, like, they want to be on a team also because they want another revenue stream, you know. So they're like, they're getting it from here, they're getting it from here, they're getting it from here. Now they're like, and I want that.
Right.
And the broker's like, he's got to take care of his top people.
Of course, yeah, makes sense.
But there are still possibilities for new people to come right in and get on a project. I would say you're going to need to have some sales experience, and you're going to need to have a vast network.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Those are two obvious, huge advantages that realtors, or really anyone, has. So my question now is, for someone at home saying, well, I don't have sales experience and I don't have a vast network, what do? It's like, did I just waste my time?
Nope. Get on a team.
Get on a team. Okay.
Find the top 5 to 10 people in that company. Find the top producers, and talk to the office manager. Find out who needs an assistant.
Okay.
Who needs an assistant, and go talk to all those top producers. Find out who you jive with, and shadow them. Like, literally be stuck to their hip.
And that's been very common and very popular just in the last, I feel like, 10 years, just internships and apprenticeships where you put in that extra work, you're not going to get paid much, the opportunities aren't going to be there for the first year, maybe 2 years, but man, after that, you have so much experience, you have so much knowledge, and you have, if you prove yourself, then you're the right-hand guy or girl of this top producer, and you're getting all their excess properties that they don't want to deal with.
Absolutely.
You're that go-to person. And I feel like a lot of people, especially because this is the millennials guide, so we're talking about a lot of millennials where we don't have patience. I don't have patience. I mean, I want my latte delivered by a drone in my hand right now. And to say, you know what, you have to go another year, 2 years perhaps, of making very little money or no money at all because you want to build it the right way. That's a tough message, but I think a vital one for people to learn, because there's no way around it. If you want to be a top producer, if you aren't just getting into this to make a quick buck, but you see yourself as being a realtor or just a real estate investor or anything in the long run, you got to do it the right way, and it will take extra time.
You got to be willing to grind. Your first year or 2 years, you just got to be willing to kind of grind, and you might not make those $50,000 commissions your first year, your second year, but I'm telling you, you can absolutely get there by your third year. It's going to take a lot more than, you know, what we can talk about in these, you know, few minutes, but you can definitely do it.
There you go. Any other tips for just getting started? As in, you just got your license, so you're looking for a broker, and you want to see the ones online with the best reviews, or what if you don't know much about brokers? How do you just find a broker?
I mean, I would ask around. I would ask other people in the business. You know, talk to a couple of realtors you know, and ask them what they like about, you know, their current broker, what they don't like also. I think there are also certain brokerages that are that cater more towards the new agent than others. You know, like my brokerage is Sotheby's. Sotheby's is, you know, associated with the auction house. You know, but it's just it's a certain caliber, and it has a lot of cachet, and they want people to join them who are ready to go from day one.
Gotcha.
They're not looking to train anybody, you know, so maybe they wouldn't like me to say that, but they're not looking to train anybody, whereas there's, like, you know, like Keller Williams here, you know, they have a lot of training programs. They'll give you books, they'll work with shadowing and set you up with a mentor and all these things. So that may be the best avenue for you. That may not. It may be go to Sotheby's and find the best producer and join them. You know, so it just depends on you.
So I think it boils down to self-awareness of what you're bringing to the table, and where you're ready to be an advantage, where you need to have more training or you need more resources. If you don't know a damn thing about real estate except for the garbage that was on the exam, then you'll probably want to go to a place that offers training. However, if you know a good amount about real estate, you have a big network, you could probably skip that and go to a broker that is ready to give you the resources to take that to the next level, but doesn't have to start at ground zero.
Yeah. Agree? Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching the Millennials Guide to Real Estate. Again, this is Ivan Chorney here in Miami. He's going to be back with a couple other episodes to give you more tips on how to succeed. Again, subscribe to my station somewhere up here, watch other videos, and I'll talk to you next time.
Take care.